2 miles beneath the icy Atlantic, where darkness reigns eternal and light dissolves into silence, there lies a room frozen in time. A room where laughter once echoed, where cigars smoked, glasses clinked, and billiard balls rolled across polished felt, leaving trails of fleeting joy now lost to the deep. Now only silence remains. Shattered cues, rusted tables, and scattered balls tell the story of leisure interrupted forever. This is the Titanic's Billiard Club, a sanctuary of recreation swallowed by the sea. April 14th, 1912. The RMS Titanic was the pinnacle of luxury and human ingenuity, and among its many marvels was a billiard club, tucked discreetly away from the grandeur of first-class lounges. Here, passengers found reprieve from the opulence and ceremony, a place for camaraderie, for games, for moments of carefree indulgence. The room was spacious, lined with dark wood paneling, low ambient lighting, and a single pristine billiard table, polished to a mirror finish. Cue sticks rested in racks along the walls, chalk boxes neatly stacked, and ivory balls gleamed under the glow of electric lamps. Smokers' chairs, tables, and racks of periodicals completed the sanctuary. In those fleeting hours before the ship's tragic fate, the club was alive. Laughter, conversation, and the soft click of balls striking each other in practiced precision. More than a century later, explorers descended into the dark, pressurized corridors of the Titanic's wreck. Their lights pierced the black water to reveal the billiard club, astonishingly preserved. The billiard table remained mostly intact, though silt had claimed its surface. Balls once perfectly arranged were scattered across the deck, some partially buried in sediment, their colors dulled but still discernible. Cue sticks lay at odd angles, some broken, others still in their original racks. Chairs were toppled. A small ashtray, cracked and coated with corrosion, hinted at a time when smoke lingered in the room. Even the wood paneling retained faint echoes of past elegance, encrusted with coral and rust, but unmistakable. Every artifact told a story. A game paused. A laugh silenced, a match left unfinished. The billiard club was a microcosm of Titanic's society, a blend of competition, strategy, and conversation. Gentlemen wagered small sums, discussing politics or finance while their companions observed, sipping wine or smoking. It was a stage where social hierarchies blurred, if only temporarily, and where skill with a cue could command respect. On the night the iceberg struck, the room was still alive. Some passengers lingered after dinner, perhaps seeking distraction from the eerie calm on the upper decks. Others may have retreated here for solace, unaware that the ship's ultimate fate was moments away. When deep-sea cameras explored the club, astonishing relics emerged. A brass cue rack, still partially mounted, held cues now coated in rust. A single billiard ball, ivory marred by corrosion, rested near a table leg as if it had rolled only yesterday. Glasses, toppled but intact, reflected the faint torchlight, and the small tables that lined the walls bore impressions of objects long vanished. Explorers found fragments of magazines and periodicals, their pages soft and unreadable, but hinting at the passengers' past moments of leisure. An overturned leather chair, its stitching frayed, told of someone leaning back to watch the game, unaware that the sea would soon claim them. The preservation was both haunting and poetic, every object a frozen moment, every arrangement a silent narrative of interrupted life. Imagine the last players, a gentleman lining up his final shot, hand trembling slightly. The click of a ball striking another. Laughter paused mid-sentence. Perhaps someone leaned over to advise, perhaps another sipped their last wine, eyes darting toward distant alarms on other decks. The club is more than a room. It is a record of human leisure, a witness to fleeting joys, and now a monument to lives abruptly interrupted. Each cue, each ball, each toppled chair carries a fragment of humanity, preserved beneath the crushing weight of the Atlantic. Despite the decay, the Billiard Club retains an eerie clarity. Silt settles slowly, revealing the outlines of tables and chairs like ghostly echoes of games never finished. The water hums softly, currents passing through, stirring small clouds of sediment that drift like smoke. There is a surreal quality. Here, balls suspended mid-roll in photographs, cues angled as if in mid-motion, ashtrays reflecting light like tiny lanterns. The ocean has become a curator, preserving ordinary objects in extraordinary circumstances. The billiard club offers insight not only into Titanic's luxury, but also into its society. Here, hierarchy was momentarily suspended, skill and wit more important than class or wealth. And in its sudden, tragic end, the club symbolizes the fragility of leisure and life, human enjoyment, forever paused by forces beyond comprehension. Even after more than a century, these artifacts invite contemplation. A ball that rolled across polished felt, a cue resting in the hand of time, a chair once leaned upon, all quietly narrating human behavior in the final hours. Today, the Titanic's billiard club exists as a ghostly tableau beneath the waves. Its objects whisper, the click of ivory balls, the scratch of chalk on wood, the low murmur of conversation. They remind us that even amid tragedy, ordinary human rituals, games, laughter, and camaraderie are meaningful. The club awaits silently, preserved by darkness, by pressure, and by the memory of those who once played. It waits for explorers to witness it, for historians to interpret it, for humanity to remember the lives it entertained and the fleeting joy it offered. Beneath the waves, in a cathedral of silence, the Titanic's billiard club endures. Here, the game never truly ends. It is paused forever. A haunting reminder that even in tragedy, life leaves traces, waiting to be discovered and understood.